Honestly, though, this is like one of the few times that he can run around in nothing but a loincloth and a stick, and the cops won't arrest him. I don't see why he doesn't want to go.
Seriously, seems like right up his alley.
Where is everyone? I see a Blue and a Jake, who's not in the call. I don't see Ellie either.
Ellie's doing savage stuff with his friends.
Aww.
Yeah, they're doing M5, I think.
Alex is AFK. Haku's still stuck on the moon.
Love how much kittens love the little squares. Anything square, they love to.
It's a good way to trap them. Just put a square on the ground.
Yeah.
Ah, there you two are.
What up?
What's up?
Hello.
Jake, do you want to send a invite to Fraglex?
Yeah, I did like 5 minutes ago. He's AFK.
Cool, cool. Thought I saw him update.
Let me see.
Anybody know where his house is? Let's just go ambush him.
Who?
I'll need to make a circle around him and Hildebrand dance.
How many y'all got?
5.
I guess we can knock out a couple till he comes back.
True.
He's posted in Discord that he's on his way back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that was. Okay. I don't mind waiting a second. Well, there he is. Starting with loots then.
Get started.
Ew.
Been all day trying to clean out the inside of my Jeep, and there's still a thin layer of dust on everything. Oh, hi.
What up?
Hello.
Puppies, the sluggest of cats.
Oh, you're on the same server, Priscilla? That's so cool. Gotta stop by and say hi sometime.
Where are we going?
Opus!
I know. Where in Opus?
Opus! Look for my little
All of it.
dot.
I see your dot.
Opus! We love Elpis, don't we, folks?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It's gorgeous there.
It was a nice place once.
And then it exploded,
Aha.
and we could have saved it, but we decided not to.
We were busy.
Good
enough.
job, Hermes. You blew everything up. Spoilers.
You maniacs! You blew it up. Well, there goes the planet.
He made sure he'd forget about it, too.
Woo! Exciting! Leather. Exciting leather.
I do get excited.
Nerd.
Leather.
That pause was perfection, Leaf.
What?
Exciting. Leather.
Yeah. Burp, 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 burp. Commencing the invocation! Yo, let's go!
Good start.
Not bad. Not bad. Oh, it's one of these
Well,
things.
We love gold.
you have any more in this zone?
Huh?
Oh no. From party. Okay.
Huzzah! We did it! Ooh.
What did we get?
A cat.
It's the best thing to get, honestly.
Yeah, angry kitty.
Whew. Blue, please. Thank you.
Oh, since you asked nicely.
Never mind, I don't like it. Go back to the pink one.
Odious time. Oh,
Number?
Vegetables.
it can count.
Tomatoes are fruit, actually.
Oh, you get snippy with me, sir.
I heard they just propositioned them to change it to a vegetable.
I mean, I don't care either way, it's food.
That's not how that works.
Something about like in the 1900s they did it just to differentiate it, be like the actual vegetable from whatever else they called the tomato at the time. I think it might be a little too late now. It's not like anyone cares.
I care.
I mean, as long as I don't ever get that shit in my yogurt, it's not gonna bother me what you characterize it as.
Oh, God.
You don't like tomato in your yogurt?
What a terrible bug.
No, fruit at the bottom, that would be the last yogurt they ever made.
That reminds me, D&D stats, it was... Intelligence is knowing that tomatoes a fruit, wisdom's knowing that it doesn't belong in a fruit salad.
A fruit unlike any other.
Unless you get a cherry tomato, I would put those in a fruit salad.
I mean, if you had enough
kinda-
charisma, if you had enough charisma, you could talk someone into that.
Yeah, charisma's talking somebody into buying a tomato. Endurance is how many you can eat. Constitution's being able to eat a rotten tomato.
Constitution's
Strength
being
is-
able to eat
How hard you
the
could throw the
tomato
tomato.
flavored yogurt.
Dexterity lets you do cool tomato tricks with your fingers or something. I don't know.
You gotta juggle them.
You can spin a tomato on your fingers like you can a pen.
You can chop it with great alacrity.
I mean, did you ever chop a tomato in Fruit Ninja?
I don't like chopping tomatoes.
That's the secret level. You really
Too
gotta grind
squishy.
to get that.
Unpopular opinion, I don't like cherry tomatoes.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I don't like any
Tomato I really
tomatoes.
enjoyed.
I love tomato.
I don't mind regular tomatoes. I prefer them like in things. Not a fan of them raw, but cherry tomatoes particularly, I just don't really care for.
Well,
Would
the
you
good thing
ever-
about cherry tomatoes is that they're easy.
Yeah, you don't have to
I mean, I
slice.
guess I can relate to that.
And if you just like want to put a couple in something, you can instead of putting a whole tomato.
Fair.
Yeah. As far as taste, I agree. Regular tomatoes are better.
What?
Cat's like, don't look at me.
completely related tomatoes, since we're on the subject and we got so many people here. Next weekend is the last weekend of the month. And you know what that means?
Tomato time.
1800s.
FC meeting day.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, now you gotta sit there and explain to me the connection between that and tomato.
That's not the IRL one, is it?
No, that's next month.
Okay, that's what I thought. God, I love killing things with Imperial Arrow.
I do enjoy murder.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dang, here I go killing again.
Stay.
Don't you do it. Don't do it.
No! Never get my minion. Okay.
But you already did.
No, I want the other one.
Oh. Well, no. Too bad.
I spent so much time doing ocean fishing. Oh! You get maps for this place.
Someone tasted
Oh,
nasty.
good.
Oh!
Always so cute.
Yeah, haven't
Well,
kinda
you
don't
might
wanna
have gotten it
fight that one.
anyways.
Oh!
Look at that.
Oh, hello, friend!
Look at that. Can we take a picture with him? Oh, he's clapping for us. I love him. All right.
Ah,
And
It's the one you've already got.
yeah.
it's
Unfortunate.
Damn. All right, who doesn't have it?
so close.
Everyone except for you.
Oh, really?
We
Okay.
specifically gave it to you last time.
I will pass then.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wow, Jake, lucky, nice. Let's go.
Congrats, Jake.
Thank you.
That's how much is that going? 50 mil still?
50 mil.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I would never have known. I'm gonna use them.
I'm kind of glad you got him because I probably would have just sold him.
Oh,
What?
dang.
I'm not sure what I would have done. I probably would have used them.
Yeah. I would've used-
Wait, I mostly just try to make money to buy shit I collect anyway, so I mean, that would just be like adding a
Lucky.
middleman.
Yeah, but I would have used like the S9 bike or something a lot more than a minion.
Still don't have that?
Not for this character.
No.
I never bothered to pick that up. I'm not a motorcycle fan.
I just like it because I like
But it
Tron.
hovers. It's a hover bike too.
It glows.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it, love it.
No, you know what it is? It's those motorcycles from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right.
That's what it is. That's why you gotta
That
get it.
just made it so much worse. Why did you have to bring that up?
Because
Oh,
card
wait,
games on
circle.
motorcycles is the coolest shit.
Oh, so it's right
Yeah.
here is what you're saying.
Right here.
Yeah, my second map spawned in the exact same spot.
Okay, let me go find mine again because for some reason
Oh,
it doesn't
does
save
that.
mine. It saves the last person that posted it.
Yeah, if you click on a flag, it then becomes your new flag.
Yeah.
If that makes sense when you try to copy paste it.
I did get
Alright.
this one. This one reminds me of the Yu-Gi-Oh bike,
And
the
the
one
brands.
Jack Atlas has.
That's a fun one.
It also kind of reminds me of the ones in Borderlands 3. And like
Oh yeah,
a couple other
what's it
movies.
called? I don't even remember what they're called. I always just call them wheelies.
Yeah. Speaking of, sounds like Borderlands is getting a lot
God,
of
frag, I want those wings so bad.
Yeah. Gotta go get them.
Right here. guys, don't
I will actually. I'm pretty good at EX3.
You haven't forgotten everything? You sure?
Yeah. How could I? How could I forget?
It's not like it's M6S. I mean, you're never gonna forget that.
Oh God, no.
It's been forever since I tried EX3. The last time I did, I was Ice Prog and on Tank, and now I'm healer player, so that's gonna be fun.
Made
Ice.
a
The great destroyer of groups, Ice.
reckless. I made a really funny compilation of all of our attempts. If you ever are interested in that.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a watch at some point. Yeah.
Hey, Blue. Can I get it right here?
There's so many
Literally
good
missing
memes
like
in that.
one Aether Current.
Oh.
One Aether Current and one quest, and then I have it here.
I think the only Aether Currents I'm missing are from Stormblood and in the last zone of Endwalker, because I just couldn't be bothered.
I'm missing just the last zone of Dawn Trail, and then just 2 from this one.
I would have skipped Elpis if I didn't hate having to walk around during the raid tier when doing the quests for that.
Oh, mine's here too. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
I can tank if you like
Oh, no,
frag.
it's not.
I would like that, thank you. Oh, the glammiest Dark Knight.
I love this outfit so much.
Never get tired of seeing it.
You really need to update the shadows on this thing. 'Cause it's pretty bad.
On which part?
Like the armpit here on the left.
Oh yeah, that does look weird now that I really look at it.
Looks like Haku wants to join Maps. If we can send him an invite, chick.
Already?
Lumbres.
Uno momento.
Get one. 2.
There he is.
Una bratata.
What a wonderful phrase.
4's dead. 5.
6?
Nope. Just needed 5.
Oh.
Though your minion is confusing me. It's different than the anima that I have.
Is it really?
Oh,
Yeah, look at mine. Where's this from?
this one's cute.
I just got it when I did my first anima weapon. I don't see
Oh,
it.
that's why. I didn't
from
do
the
those.
quest line. Is Anima a repeating theme / character in the Final Fantasy series?
And the anime I have is from Final Fantasy X.
Like, is the one that Blue has from another one then?
I'd
don't know.
imagine, considering that it's from the Relic Quest, I'm assuming that anima is the anima of this game. Like, this
okay.
14's version of anima.
Because now, like, there's SIDS and stuff in every game, and
Yeah.
they often have, like,
Biggs and Wedge.
various reoccurring themes that are just kind of always hidden in the corner.
Wondrous Tale's done. 0 lines, yay!
Oh, that's unfortunate. Did you not have any rerolls?
I did, but I just didn't want to use them.
Oh, wait. Is Zitza joining us from maps?
Huh?
He's been here the whole time.
Oh, okay. Just making sure that we didn't leave him behind. He's small and sometimes easy to not see.
What are you trying to say?
Speaking of which, been playing it for like over a year now, and I just barely learned that Dwegar get invisibility as a cantrip in Baldur's Gate, and that's ridiculous.
Wait, no, they don't get bona fide invisibility, no way.
Yep.
Which ones are those?
Read the deep dwarves, the ones with the gray skin. It's kind of
Wait, now wait, is it a cantrip or is it just something they can use once a day?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to
I
check.
think it must be a once a day thing. That would make more sense.
I'm gonna have
If not, that'd be crazy.
because my friend kept using it the other day. I'm like, how are you not out of spell slots?
There's also I know there's a ring that can do that. It's once a day again, but still.
Excuse me, Mr. Gator.
Should cast these.
Okay.
Right. Nothing fancy.
Come on. 7. Damn it.
And Kalka. Oh,
Vigor
it's just
magic.
frag.
You gain enlarge once per long rest, and you gain invisible once per combat. Yeah, at level 5, unlimited visibility for Dwegar.
I gotta look into this.
Hmm.
That's absurd.
Aw.
Yep, so before level 5, it's once per combat. After level 5, unlimited outside of combat. That is ridiculous.
Oh, it's outside of okay. Oh,
Yeah, but you know, still, that's just walking through anything without any trouble.
Ipachi? Ipachi time. Let's go.
Is that a type of food?
No, it's the map.
Okay, it's once per battle. Wow, that's really good.
This is kind of ridiculous. Also including that they also get enlarge and they hit like little trucks.
They don't have the some of the good stuff from the other dwarves, but that's pretty handy.
Yeah. I've heard that they have a lot of fun custom dialogue in the story too.
I mean, yeah, that holds true with everybody in that game. They put so much effort into that. sure I'll get another playthrough in sometime.
Been playing through a couple times with some friends now that they added the new subclasses. I crave pizza.
What about, how do you feel about tie-dye shirts?
I like tie-dye shirts too, I guess, yeah. Why?
About leftovers?
Depends on the leftovers. Leftover pizza's okay. Usually leftover eggs, not so much.
Hand-me-downs?
Um,
Shirts, right? Not eggs. Give me down eggs.
How do you feel about broken hearts?
those are just part of life.
Okay. All right.
Metaphorical or literal?
Both.
No, I'm just singing
Part
a
of life.
song.
That's a lot of protein.
I must have went to grab a map or something. There we are.
What yummy treasures await.
We're gonna be getting, you got the new Make It Rain emote?
I haven't yet. I got time. I'll say before I forget.
Oh, there he is.
What's going on, my best friends? How's everybody?
Hi, friendo.
He's high as fuck already.
We'd love to see it.
And I got all my chores done, so I can just no life this today.
Let's go.
And tomorrow? And Monday?
And tomorrow, and Sunday, and fucking Monday. Let's go.
But what about Tuesday when the thing comes out?
Oh, I can't.
No, I have to work, but
Uh-oh.
then I can occult croissant.
Croissant.
I'm very excited because at least I got all my crafters to a point where it's like I don't really have to worry about the moon because I'm way ahead of the curve.
Hey,
Well.
where's the Purtle?
Where's Vriska? Is he ever coming back?
No.
I miss Vriska.
Meow.
What?
Meow.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Blue, you had a
Oh,
map here?
Damn it.
We'll head back after.
Oh, wow. Yeah. We're,
I saw the whale disappear and then everyone else did, so I just followed. So how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good night?
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
doing okay. How about you?
Oh, it's just starting and it's wonderful. I have so many snacks for after this.
Good.
What you got?
I got fish food ice cream. I got frozen fruit juice cocktail, because you know, you gotta have fruit, because it's sweet and delicious. I have an assortment of chips and dips. I got everything. I'm good. I'm set.
Nice.
We're ready for the 3 days. Love it.
Oh, Monday's gonna be good. Monday's steak day. I haven't had a good steak in a while.
Steak sounds good.
Good.
Been doing baked potatoes a lot lately.
Mm.
I fucking love baked potatoes.
I'm a sucker for baked
Solid.
potatoes too.
What are you putting in it?
Simple, cheap, solid. Can put them in anything.
What do I put in it?
Butter,
Use-
salt, and sour cream. Duh.
I don't like sour
Sometimes
cream.
bacon
Sour cream's
jives.
disgusting.
Oh my god, you're disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
Un-American.
I like
You ever
green
put chili
onions
on
in
your
a
baked
baked potato though. I mean, I'll literally eat green onions in anything. Put green onions in spaghetti and I'll eat it.
Green onion.
Peanut butter?
jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love green onions. I'll eat them raw sometimes.
I wish I liked healthy food.
Oh.
You ever had baked
Whoa.
radishes?
Baked what?
Baked radishes?
Nope.
Nope.
I heard if you bake them, they lose their bitterness and kind of taste like baked potatoes. But they're really good for
Pretty
you.
much, baked any veggie is like 1,000 times a better version of a veggie. Not health-wise, just taste-wise.
Like, I hate zucchini when it's like sauteed because it gets all mushy. But if you bake zucchini, like put it into like chips, oh my god, I'm all for it.
Zucchini should not be mushy. You're cooking it wrong.
If you saute it, it kind of gets mushy.
Llama. Alpaca.
It's a very wet vegetable.
Me too.
Aren't we all? Question is, do you like slimy okra or not?
Hell
No,
no.
what?
Screw everything about okra unless it's pickled. Then I'll eat it.
No,
Reminded,
okra is good. Slimy okra is fucking gross.
I just like things that are pickled though. Like you could probably
You ever
pickle like
pickled
dog poop and I'd
jalapenos?
eat it. I'd be like, it's fine.
So you don't like pickles?
I like sour pickles.
Huh?
I can't stand
I
them.
love pickles.
I don't like sweet pickles.
Sweet.
Sweet pickles.
Sweet pickles are
gross.
so good. Come on.
Sweet pickles
Oh,
fucking
sweet pickles
suck.
are fucking
It's like a
Sweet
gross.
pickles are an
dessert.
abomination. You
Sweet
don't like
pickles
sour
are
cream, you like
great.
sweet
No,
pickles,
no.
you're wrong.
No, you're all wrong. You're all wrong.
Your opinion is wrong, you're wrong, you should feel bad about it.
Even the dungeon disagrees with that opinion.
Dungeon's like, I'm not having any
Take
of
your
this.
Are you
sweet pickles
secretly
and get out of
Canadian
here.
or something?
We're doing some sweet pickle discourse on the timeline tonight.
Not what I thought I'd be here.
Yeah,
Whatever you eat is
see,
What
disgusting.
monster did I marry?
if nobody got me, I know Blue got me.
Yeah. Yep, yep.
But you know
Alright.
what Blue does like? Blue likes nearly raw steak, which I am all for.
Gross.
Oh yeah. that-
100%.
Our,
Yeah.
our first
All
anniversary,
for it, like 100%.
No, that's
we
gross.
went to O'Charlie's and ordered some good food. She had a big old steak, couldn't finish it. And I took, she offered it to me. I took a few bites, dude. Immediately got sick to my stomach. Her
You
shit
brought it
was-
home and
her
recooked it for
shit
yourself.
was bleeding.
You
brought it home and
you can
cook it for yourself.
It's found. Yeah, it's from Blues. I've had bad experience with undercooked meat before, so kind of sketchy on such things.
I had bad experience with most things. I just don't care enough to not do it again.
Was recently turned on to pepper. I like pepper now.
You
Pepper's good.
just started liking pepper?
Yeah,
Like
New
the
Black
spice.
pepper?
Basic.
Like-
You can put it on anything.
yeah, just like
What?
basic pepper.
Here, okay. So now that you started liking like black pepper, What about white pepper? Have you given that a shot yet?
Have you tried
Or, like,
salt? It's pretty good.
Did you like pepper
Oh, God, I
before,
love
and now you're
salt.
just kind of like more into heavy
No,
pepper?
not salt. White pepper is just a whole different type of pepper. It's delicious.
I haven't tried
Delicious.
white
Shit.
pepper.
I feel like
It's
you're lying.
wonderful.
How about cayenne pepper?
Eh.
Is that
Huh?
really pepper?
Smoked paprika is a godsend, and nobody can, argue otherwise.
It's pretty good.
Smoky salt's good.
A lot of spices are wonderful. Make meals so much better. Especially the healthy ones.
Has anyone here tried pickled eggs before?
Oh God, no!
Yeah,
Don't-
wow,
that's
yeah,
disgusting.
Never been that drunk at a bar.
How about a sweet pickled egg with
No thanks.
Reaper powder?
That also sounds really gross.
That sounds like something you eat when you lose a bet.
Yeah, we're on a
They
date.
are wonderful. I have an entire jar. They were like $14. Oh my god. They're great. Well, I won't be sharing them with you then.
I'm okay with that.
You fucking
You're not invited to my birthday party.
Okay, good. I'll give my gift to somebody else then.
Yeah, he puts his candles in pickled eggs.
Ew. Gross.
They're scented. Ugh.
Guys, if you ever see me dead next to a pickled egg, you know who did it.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just saying you're wrong.
I thought Zuri was next. What the heck?
Oh, Zuri, are you
It's
next?
okay to be wrong.
That's
as
okay.
Long as,
That's
as
okay.
long as you like it, that's all that matters, even if you're wrong.
I'm never
You
wrong.
technically went before me when we started, so you're next in the cycle overall.
Doesn't matter to me.
God, I remember when I was a kid, we'd see like pickled eggs all the time at the store, and then eventually my dad just said screw it, and we tried it, and oh my god, it was the most disgusting shit I'd ever tasted.
You can't get them from like, the corner store where they're at the bottom shelf with a little label tag on them, like from the hand scanner
You
guns.
got like a black market pickled egg guy.
Yep.
Your local gas station just happens to have them because they've
It's
been there
just like
for
people that wander around the
forever.
parking lot that sell you tamales, but this guy...
You can hear the freaking banjo in the background.
Bro, that. Ugh.
Gas station attendant actually has his own whiskey brand in there too.
I have been to places like that in fucking
That
Tennessee
sounds-
and
that
Kentucky.
sounds
Like
totally
bathtub
safe.
wine?
We got this here moonshine still back behind the pumps.
Moonshine.
One of the pumps just dispenses moonshine.
Exactly.
Did someone
Now
say
you're
the
speaking my
moon?
language.
Someone said the moon.
Oh, no.
Better in your tank than the actual gas.
There's so many things we could do on the moon.
How close are we to the next upgrade?
We're like right there. It should happen tonight.
Oh, really? Beast.
Yep.
What stage are we on?
10 or going on to 10.
How many are there?
At least 14. I think one of the other servers, Cactar, I think they're on like 14 now.
Yeah.
Of course it's Cactar.
It's definitely dropped in popularity. I think the last mech op we did, there was no mechs.
No, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I can't
World's
get a
kinda
Mech Ops
dead.
at all. Mech Ops
It's
has
about-
completely died down. Completely.
bound to
Unless you
happen.
go to Instance 1. Instance 1 is usually still pretty populated, but all the other ones are, there's 4 or 5 people in them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Heck, we
Heck, we failed a freaking red
Wah,
alert
wah.
earlier. There weren't enough people to finish the jobs.
At this point, maybe just hang out in Instance 1 where instances aren't populated enough anymore.
veggies.
And approved.
It's a shame, but expected.
Did you guys see that there's this like really cool penguin mount that's only in Norway?
Of course.
Yep, I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
I really want the penguin.
I get the feeling this is one of those things that because it's a mobile game, the mobile games are going to be making all the whale money. They're going to cheap out on the actual
Microtransactions there.
Well, the mobile game's the one that's available in China, so it's gonna have mounts that appeal to the you know, that player base's preferred mount that work. Like
Right now, it's a
people here
mobile
would
clone
prefer
of
a
Black
penguin.
Desert Online.
If I'm honest, I don't. The coloring on the mount is what confuses me the most. It doesn't. It's a lot. There's more contrast in the colors of it compared to everything else in the game. I don't know.
What was the event that we had like a year ago? Is it the Yokai You Watch? It's like,
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
looks like that.
Mm.
The colors are very bright.
Yeah, I don't know if I like even with the yokai event, I was a little like put off by how high contrast the colors were. Like this game has a pretty dull color palette, all things considered, even with like the metallic pinks and the sci-fi.
Yeah.
I've never liked this game's color palette.
Which, by the way, bugs me because apparently brighter eye colors and hair colors are in the game. You go to S9 and all of the characters have neon green hair and stuff. Why can't I have that?
The Square Enix hates you.
I know Square Enix hates me. I don't blame them.
I'm holding
Spoilers,
off
it's because they're not real.
I'm
It's
holding
okay.
off any judgments of the mobile port until like the microtransaction plan for the game is like people are like, oh my god, it's got 16 die channels, and I'm just thinking, okay, well how are they going to, you know, make a profit off that? Like how? Because I know some mobile games in that region will have like, oh yeah, you can have all these like,
Damn.
all these
It's a
different die
monthly
channels,
subscription to use the dice.
but you only have access to 2 of them, and then you have to pay for the rest.
Well, so they announced some of the stuff for the monetization for dyes.
Did it?
Yeah, it's gonna be like the dyes are all monetized in the Mog Station, and it's like 50 cents for the cheap dyes and $2 for the rare ones.
So does that
Can't
mean
get them a
you
game at
can't
all?
get them in game?
And I don't. Maybe it's just like the monetized dyes, but it from the wording of it, it really sounded like it was gonna be all dye.
Is it
Yeah.
like a mobile
I kind of
specific
assumed they
version?
would do that.
Yeah.
If you
Just won't
use
tie into
if you use a dye on a piece of gear, it's unlocked for that gear permanently, so you can always go back to that dye on that piece of gear.
Okay, yeah, I think it is gonna be. You only get it from the Mog Station, judging by how.
They
Yeah.
could go the way of Nexon, where Nexon used to do, where dyes were temporary. You had to rebuy them after a while.
Oh, Nexon, they
Such a
they're
wonderful
something.
company with wonderful ideas.
But just judging by how like the like on the Mog Station, the mobile dies are cheap. Like what you said, 50 cents for the like standard ones, with a little bit more expensive for the more premium ones, well, the more rare ones. It
It's
sounds to me like it's only going to be through the Mog Station, since dies are going to be
Yeah.
permanent on the things you unlock them for.
that does sound like the only way you'd get them is through monetization. And that is something they do.
I'm not surprised given the market that the thing is designed for. It's designed to take advantage of the Korean and Chinese markets, which are littered
most.
with that kind of stuff.
2,
1,
Too.
2,
4.
Do we,
27.
3,
42.
4.
4.
Oh, there's a good golden ad right here. He just matches everything else.
5.
Watch out for that golden ad.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Got him.
White lace pairs.
Ooh, classy.
Someone's dog is going ham. I heard that.
That was a dog. It sounded like a squeaky toy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely Claire.
Stop.
Green.
Green.
Leaf green.
Wait, hold on. Something isn't adding up here.
Whose portal is it?
Whose map is this?
It's mine.
I don't know why, but oh, it is okay. I just got an achievement that was a reference to Aqua Team Hunger Force. It was Aqua Gleam Hunger Force.
Yeah.
I'm like that can't be
Weird
right.
reference.
More veggies.
More numbers! Let's go!
Oh my god, we actually got the second chamber. Holy shit!
I know, it's been an hour and we've only made it past the second chamber
It's
once.
been a fucking hour and we haven't gotten jack shit. We got one egg.
Not on my watch.
Last
Hell yeah, Keo. Keo coming clutch.
last map session really spoiled us. Got so lucky last time compared to this.
The one time I don't pay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Whatever that thing is.
Big furry guy. Big furry guy.
So one of those trolls?
Yeah.
Yoron the Fortune. Yoron the Fortune.
The Golden Grabber, as he's called.
oh, I'm dead.
I think.
That was my nickname back in high school.
Woohoo!
Oh no.
Bruh.
Another minion.
Another minion.
Don't be a $50 million minion. Like, you know what? Never mind. I'm fine. Fine. I'm not. Yeah.
I don't think we have the luck for 250 million.
You never know. Lux did it before.
I mean, Lux is in here, so.
You never know.
So
Never
we have
know.
enough, we have
We don't
enough
talk about that. I'm
for
still
two
salty.
groups.
Hey, I just rolled a 69, the best roll.
One more. Thank you.
Okay. Moving all the way, at least.
Nice, dude. Good
Huh?
job.
Hey, I got the umbrella. Let's go. Parasol.
What,
Let's
see.
go.
It's a big kitty.
I wonder how much it's worth.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that a world boss?
Oh, come on, give us
Or
rainbows.
Regina.
Give us the
Similar.
stars.
Oh,
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
we're never making it to the final room.
We literally just got the Skittles. Don't... See, you say that, and now you just jinxed us. So now we're definitely not going to get it.
Oh, okay. She does it behind her avatar. Good to know.
More numbers!
More veggies.
We're certainly getting our vegetables today, huh?
Like a V8.
Behind.
Over there. Outside, over there, Lee.
What?
Never mind.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I was busy hunting vegetables.
those are probably gonna explode.
That seems like something they would do.
Fine. God, I love playing Gunbreaker so much.
Yeah.
What is the what is this even for?
Is it the
Scientist
egg-looking
outfit.
thing?
Yeah.
It's there to insult you.
It is the most
It's
rare
the
item in the
yeah.
game.
It's there to take up a
Rarer
loot
than
slot.
Noble Seedling.
Right.
Good
I
job,
will
team.
be
I got egg.
right back.
Come on, Keo, open up the door. No! Come on. Pretty, please.
We're not getting skittled twice in a row.
Because you jinxed us. Like I said,
No.
you jinxed us.
All right, I'll be right back.
Well, if I say that we're gonna get Skittles twice in a row, then the game is gonna spite me for my hubris.
Well, no,
So,
well, you're the one who said we were never going to make the final chamber, and maybe the game's like, okay, then. Yoshi P's playing tricks on us here, and so you gotta spread that positivity.
okay, I am positively sure we're never making it to the final chamber.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is it though? With how this has been going.
I think, Frag, I want to gear out my Gunbreaker next.
Not your Dark Knight?
No. I was pretty good on Gunbreaker in, Byakko.
Go for it.
Mine is
Do it.
also a Kozumo.
Wahoo!
Wahoo.
Wahoo.
Couldn't fit in the doorway.
You guys ready for the Michael Bay Skibbity Toilet movie?
My god. Is that real?
Yes, it's
Tell me
real.
that's not real.
There's no way.
Look it up.
There's
Look
no
it up.
way.
There's a
We
teaser.
are
There's a
living
teaser poster and everything.
In the worst timeline.
Of course, Michael Bay would be the one making it too. We're gonna have a whole Skibbity Toilet cinematic universe.
Ah.
I seen that clip of that street interview guy asking a little kid what all these terms mean, like Riz and Skibbity Toilet and all that shit. Well, if you haven't watched it, don't, because it definitely made me change my opinion on abortion.
Does anyone remember Skibidi Biden?
Jesus.
I remember Skibbity Biden.
Oh, I love
What?
Skibidi Biden.
What?
I love Skibbity Biden.
What?
There was a bit on the Stephen Colbert Late Show or whatever, where he did a Skibidi Toilet version of Joe Biden. It's so cringe. It's so cringe, but it's cringe enough that it wraps around and becomes funny again.
It's
You
so
can't say that.
cringe that it's Skibbity.
Yeah.
No, you don't believe that. You don't.
It's not Ohio, it's Skibbity.
It's not Ohio.
What does that even mean?
See, the only way to understand them is to learn the language.
I don't want to.
It's Skibbity Riz Ohio.
Yeah,
Rizzler.
I'm okay with
Well,
remaining
that
ignorant.
generation is our future, so we better learn.
No, see, they always talk about how each generation had their own version of brain rot, and I think that's bullshit. Their Skibbity Toilet makes our Beavis and Butthead look like fucking baby Einstein.
Okay, but when I was, I'm gonna defend the Skibbity Toilet brain rot because when I was growing up, we had MLG Pro shit, bass boosting, air horn shit.
Oh, I remember the air horns.
I've never heard of these things.
Yeah, I'm glad that disappeared.
2010s memes were peak memes. I'm just saying. Yeah, see, this was my generation of MLG Pro. Mountain Dew and Doritos. That was our brain rot.
Was in theater in the 2010s.
Oh, and fidget spinners. That was another one.
Yeah, like none of those things were like big prime time media.
I mean, think about this. In the 60s, the Beatles were the brain rot.
Yeah,
Only after their
that's
trip
what I'm
to
talking
India.
about. That's what I'm talking about, though. Their
Yeah,
brain
things changed
rot
after that.
is still talent. Their brain rot is still worldwide phenomena. This brain rot, I don't know.
Okay,
just rot
sorry
your
for the
brain,
wait.
I guess.
And this brain rot's about to make Michael Bay billions.
Because he's not rich
I
enough
mean,
already.
well, he already serves to the most common denominator. None of his movies are that groundbreaking.
True. I mean, hey,
a lot of boom
I
booms and
for
boobs.
one enjoyed watching Optimus Prime commit war crimes.
See, I haven't seen any of the Transformers since 2.
Okay.
That's good. Keep it that way.
Wait.
Yeah,
So you
honestly.
missed the third one? Like the third one was like where it peaked, and then it was all downhill from there.
Nah, the
Peaked
most I
at
saw
1.
after 2 was the clip of them,
Okay.
of this like dude defending dating a minor.
That was the fourth movie. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
there
he
is-
pulls
okay,
out
Oh
the
yeah, that
sword.
was so cringe.
I
What the
remember that.
fuck?
That's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
And
I was like,
so
that,
weird.
that director needs to be investigated.
Yeah, see, even as a kid, like, I loved those movies, but then when it got to that fourth movie, I'm like, oh. I think that was when I realized these movies were bad, but especially that fourth one. Like, you know, at least the third one, like the final act with, like, the war in Chicago and shit was really cool. You know, you had dudes wingsuiting into, like, a fucking hellish apocalyptic Chicago. It's a Michael Bay thing, so you know. But yeah, when he pulled out the Romeo and Juliet card, even as a kid, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and the clip was like 13 minutes long. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
it
how
was
long you
so
gonna defend this
unnecessarily long.
I don't know why the actor would have even like done that, like done that bit.
shit? Money.
I
I
feel
guess.
paycheck.
I guess.
Or
Oh, also,
maybe,
fun fact.
maybe he was
fun
setting up
fact.
his defense for a future court hearing.
Here's
Oh
some
my
crazy
God.
lore. The girl
That's
in
honestly
that
what I was
movie,
thinking.
Mark Wahlberg's daughter in that movie is the one who played Katara in the live-action M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie.
What movie?
Yeah, I don't know what movie you're talking about.
That movie
Yeah, what?
definitely doesn't
Shyamalan
exist. Whatever you're talking about.
No,
Oh,
I
know
don't
what you're
know.
talking about. Yeah.
They never would
The
make
live-
something like that.
Avatar movie simply called The Last Airbender.
Nope, never heard of it.
The one with the blue skin
Yeah, you're full
people?
of shit. Can you at least
Oh,
talk in good faith?
yeah, that one.
The water
Oh,
people?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. That,
Climbers.
Yeah.
that,
There you
man,
go.
that
I
was
heard
not
that
as good as
Disney's
the
bringing
first
in
one.
With the
Chunk of
spears and the
theme park
giant
back.
flying dragonflies. Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one.
okay, that
The first
one.
one was way better.
Where he
It was
clones
so weird that he
himself
made
and
a
has the
sequel to that like
interspecies
10
sex.
years after the fact.
What confused me is before that even came out, he's like, oh yeah, I'm already working on the third and fourth ones. Like, what?
What was that show where they're talking about? He's like, you know how in Avatar they like have sex with their tails, but they also like connect with the animals they ride with their tails. So
Yeah, no.
maybe someone should have a talk
wait,
with
wait.
Michael Bay.
I
What
thought
the
that was like
fuck
their
are
hair.
we talking
I thought that
about?
was like
That's
their
not Michael
hair.
Bay. Not Michael Bay.
No, we could still have a talk with Michael Bay.
I
Yeah.
mean, we can, but not for that.
Don't need to be giving him any more ideas.
No, let's go back to boom booms and boobs. Let's not do the animal
Oh,
flying sex.
well, I'm 2 for 3 on the map, on the treasure map, so someone else has to get lucky here.
I don't
You know-
have any maps. I don't think I have the money for maps. That's why I'm doing the maps.
Does anyone remember the Hardee's or Carl's Jr. commercial with the girl washing the car eating a giant hamburger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I knew this is
Whoever
where you were
directed
going.
that, we need like a feature-length film, right?
That's gonna be a long car wash.
Yeah, well, you know what? So was Breaking Bad, but we all watched that, didn't we?
A totally relevant comparison.
Not much guilt. I've never seen it.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
not proud of
that's
it.
a
I
shame.
grew up with my own version of Breaking Bad in Louisiana. I don't really watch someone else's.
Oh, that's fair.
I didn't watch
Yeah, it
Breaking
was
Bad. I
called
was Breaking
Living in
Bad.
Louisiana.
Yep.
Well, you
Not-
guys should
it was not
definitely
near as fun
put
as the
that on
show.
your watch list because that shit's awesome. I never finished Better Call Saul though. I can't. I have to.
Oh,
admit.
you should. It's so good.
It's so good.
I know. I need to.
Walking Dead pretty much broke me of any show that goes on for like 6 or more seasons. I
That's
just don't
fair.
watch
Walking
them
Dead. Ugh, yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
but Breaking Bad actually had a definitive end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept
Dead
up- I
still
kept up with
going?
clips, you know.
And then
So
Better
I
Call
don't know
Saul
the
was
deal.
kind of like a prologue slash
Yeah.
prequel, or an epilogue slash prequel.
Egg.
Screw you, Egg. I'm leaving.
Andy and I were
this is
fighting
why I'm
about
not
the
a big
Star
fan
Wars
of them,
films.
like all of a sudden wanting to make like sequel
Fighting about
movies to
what
Avatar: The
exactly?
Last Airbender and shit. It was like they're trying to milk it at this point with the Netflix show and the new animated movie, and I even got an ad for like a fucking mobile game that was like some weird
I
Clash
enjoyed
Royale
the
ripoff.
first season of Avatar. That was a pretty good show.
The
I'm definitely
Netflix
gonna
show.
watch. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Netflix when the second one comes out.
I will say I'm excited for
I
December.
didn't watch it. I wasn't that interested in it personally, but glad to hear you like it.
Y'all know what comes out in December?
What comes out in December?
The
Santa.
second season of Fallout.
Oh yeah,
True,
let's
true.
go.
Good
Well,
shit.
also FNAF 2 movie comes out this year.
Boo!
No,
Fuck off.
come on, that movie was awesome. It was
I'm waiting
a
for it.
trash
No,
movie, but
Fraglax,
it was
stop.
great.
Stop him!
Oh, okay.
Someone open
I was
trade
just going to
with
get
him.
another map.
I'm just playing. I'm also waiting for the fourth season of Reacher.
I don't
I
think
should
I've seen
watch that. I watched most of the first season, and I just stopped for some reason.
I respect it because if you read the books, you realize like the first half of each season, they do a damn good job keeping to the books.
Only the first half? What happens in the second half?
Well,
Same thing that happened to The Witcher.
if you read any of the books, well, it doesn't go that bad. But they'll add characters and scenes, and they'll make certain things happen in different places.
Is this the
Because, like,
Tom
the
Clancy
books-
one?
No, Tom Clancy doesn't do Reacher.
I'm thinking of a different show.
Lee
then.
Child.
Jack Reacher. You're thinking of Jack Reacher.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But like, if you read the books, they're really not super over the top. You know, they're kind of a little more.
Grounded.
Yeah. So of course the show can't completely follow it, or probably wouldn't be that super interesting of a show. Still pretty damn good though. Still, you know, they don't go crazy with their Hollywood license.
This is really funny because like the picture I'm seeing of the show reminds me of the Tom Clancy show I was thinking of. Like the poster's almost the same. That's funny.
And you know, call me gay. The guy they picked is fucking.
He is a
huge-ass
fucking
deepfake.
unit. Yeah.
And dude, he's so funny. Like if you watch this behind the scenes shit, when he talked about his audition for it, they said they wanted someone 6'5" because in the book Reacher was 6'5". He's 6'3", so he pretty much went into it knowing, you know, he probably wasn't gonna get it, and he had that. He was mic'd up, and they said, you know, after his audition, they're like, "What is that sound? Is there something wrong with the mic?" His heart was beating so hard they could hear it through the mic. Maybe that's why, what's his name, Tom Cruise did those shitty movies, is he was setting up the greatness of the show. Yeah, because, you know, everyone wants a Jack Reacher that's like 5'4".
Yeah. I won't disrespect Tom Cruise too much, but yeah, he was not the right guy for that role.
I'll disrespect him a little bit. The dude literally had to buy the rights to the entire fucking franchise to make himself Jack Reacher for 2 movies.
Oh, I didn't know he did that. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, no, and then he got so much backlash about like making 2 movies of it. He went ahead and sold it to Amazon.
It's like, come on, Tom. You haven't had enough in your life to stroke your ego. You don't need this, dude.
Yeah, he's got like a dozen Mission Impossible movies.
I really like
Bruce,
that
I mean,
one. Like,
did you
what was that one? It was like he kept
watch
coming back
like
to
the
the
commercials
soldier.
for Maverick?
What'd you say, Blue?
Oh, I'm sorry, Blue.
Oh yeah, she's talking about Edge of Tomorrow. That was a pretty
Yeah,
good movie.
I
Oh
like
yeah,
that. One.
that was a good movie. Oblivion was good too.
Yeah, for a movie that takes place in like one place and only has like 3 people in it, it was a pretty dang good movie.
Yeah. I mean,
When are
Tom
they gonna
makes
do
good
an Elder
movies.
Scrolls
He's just
movie?
kind of crazy.
I don't want them to do another Scrolls movie. They want to ruin it.
Why not?
What movie?
They make it a series,
Oh.
you know that.
It would probably.
I love
Elder
Elder
Scrolls.
Scrolls.
They'll make it a series once Disney buys up the IP.
No.
You cursed it before it started.
I don't know about you, but I think it's always been cursed. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I think it'd be cool if they made movies out of the game plots, but then go through like the canon series of events that happen. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, so the Dragonborn wanders into 40 caves for 30 hours of TV.
There needs to
No,
be
I
a
was-
meme where like a boss is
I
about
was
to hit him
thinking
and he
more
just tells him to
the-
stop and eats an entire wheel of cheese.
I was thinking more the Nerevarine being Argonian has to navigate through all of Morrowind, a land that absolutely hates his species. That'd be kind of fun.
You talking about a
And at the
Skyrim
end-
movie?
Well, any of them really.
Oh, well,
You
yeah,
look
but
through
then
any
it'd
of
be
the
like
canon events and make
one
movies out of them.
episode to set up the main story, and then like 8 seasons of him just doing side bullshit.
Well, that's why we
Yeah,
did the
just
show. You
ignoring
never
the
have
main
to end.
quest.
The show
And
would
he'll
have
do the main
16
quest and
times
it'll just
the
be like 2
detail
episodes.
compared
Oh,
to other
okay.
shows.
Yeah, he's like so OP by like the 9th season, he just like rolls over the BBG.
Do you think they'd use accurate Oblivion spellcrafting?
There you go. Use this. One of them's gonna find the scrolls of Icarian Flight. And then we won't see them for 3 seasons.
Make the show accurate to the game. After like 9 seasons, the show starts breaking down. The FPS of the show cuts in half.
Make the show accurate to the older games where the characters are literally just jumping around everywhere to increase their athletics.
I would love if they remade Morrowind, but I don't even think like the new systems would be able to run it if they actually remade it.
I don't know how I'd feel about a Morrowind remake, honestly. I'm one of the few people that actually likes the combat.
I think also part of the interesting thing about Morrowind is going back to it compared to like Oblivion or Skyrim, the game gives you nothing. You actually have to read your quest objectives to know where you have to go.
Yep.
Well, even then, the directions is like when you're asked like a redneck sitting on the corner smoking a pipe how to get to a store 10 miles away. Oh, you got to pass the cow that's dead on the side of the road, and then there's going to be a little shrine. Keep your eye for it. You know, it's behind trees.
Gonna be
Oh,
a
but watch
tire with a
out around
rock
10
on top of it.
p.m. at night. I hear there's vampires that haunt that shrine.
Walk
watch out
until
for
you
6
hear the
hours,
beehive.
you know.
I spent more time when I was a kid looking for the missions than playing the missions in that game.
See, I would have to wonder if they would keep the old ways of quest guidance, or if
Nah,
they
you
would
know they streamline it.
They at least give you the option, because that's kind of the fun of Morrowind, figuring it all out.
Gambling. For
If they were to
nothing.
remake Morrowind, I would want them to do what they were originally going to do and have the whole continent.
Aw, nar!
At least it didn't waste our time. Y'all remember like Morrowind was kind of like a loading simulator. Like, you know, you walk 20 feet in town, load. You look at a door, load. That's really
Yeah,
the
that
only
sounds
way
like-
they got away with it on the original Xbox.
So that's where they got the idea for Starfield. I mean, that game is a loading simulator.
It's crazy. You got a space game with no space.
See, I'm gonna say this. I'd rather play Morrowind on the original Xbox than play Starfield.
Oh yeah, no, I love watching the very first load-in screen for 20 minutes.
Starfield actually like made me depressed because it was like I was so excited for it and it just did not. It like
I knew.
It
I
took
knew
me
it was
50
gonna get bad.
hours.
Just somehow
It
I
took me
knew.
50 hours of
I mean,
cope.
I looked at
Bethesda
it
dropped off
in the
after
first
Fallout
trailer.
4.
I looked at it like, yep, that's a Bethesda game, all right. And I don't know why anyone.
And now I'm just like, Elder Scrolls is like my favorite series ever, so I'm like, they're gonna ruin my favorite series, and I'm gonna be sad. That's
Grab some more
okay.
maps.
And at least we still have the old games.
Yeah, if you don't count like remakes or reboots, Fallout 4 was their last actual, I think, like worth it game they made.
I agree.
I do kind of look forward to them
Fallout
giving
7
New Vegas the Oblivion remaster.
To
treatment,
give credit where credit is
See, I feel like they
due
wouldn't
to
do that.
Fallout 76, they've recently done a decent job at actually turning into an all-right game, but it should not have launched the way it did.
Yeah, even if they did pull off a No Man's Sky,
Oh, it's not pulling off a No Man's Sky.
yeah, that game was so fucking buggy. Like the only reason me and Blue played it for as long as we did is because me and Blue were playing together. Like, if it was just me by myself, nah, I'd have played that shit for about 45 minutes and then, like, gotten a refund.
I will say this: once it once you actually got the game going and the launch, there was something magical about walking around the map and listening to the proximity chat, everybody singing "Country Road." There was something magical about those first few days, and then everybody got tired of how shitty the game was.
Yeah, the
So-
end game consisted of a boss that you would burn down because there's 60 of you there or 30 of you there.
And it was just a reskin dragon model from Skyrim.
And nuking an area just to get upgraded enemies for half an hour. Like, that was the whole end game.
Crazy.
Have I ranted my analogy about that game in this chat 100 times yet?
Bring it on.
Probably, but
One
let's hear it.
second.
Okay, so Fallout 4, actually really liked it. Preferred the other ones, but still really good. But the one thing that I've always wanted in a Bethesda game was to be able to play it with my friends. I had the Skyrim multiplayer mod. I don't remember if they made one for 4, but we probably tried it. Then comes 76, and they're like, hey, look at this new Fallout game. You gotta play with your friends. And I was
excited.
so excited. Then to find out that it was like, oh, it's just kind of a survival open world game. Like, you know what? Okay, some people didn't like that about 4, but I didn't mind it. And so then, still kind of going for it. Then to find out that you had like limits to what items you could use. It was only server side. You didn't have private servers. It was like all of this
private
other
servers
stuff.
was such a fucking killer.
Anyways, so all I've ever wanted, because like Bethesda games were always my jam. Open world, make your own character, be your own thing, do the side quests if you want, don't do the side quests if you want. And that was great. I just wanted to play with my friends. And they took what made them good and they threw it out the window for other crap just because other companies were doing it. It's almost like, okay, so imagine there is a coffee shop that you go to every day at work. They have the best latte. Every day you go there, you're like, hey, can I have the usual? Can I have the daily special, the latte that you always have? And the lady gives you the latte, and you ask for whipped cream, and she's like, oh, we don't do whipped cream here. Like, that's okay. Still the best latte in town. And you keep coming back every day for that latte. One day you get there, and she looks at you like, you want the usual special? And you're like, yes, please. She's like, guess what? We have whipped cream. And you're like, heck yes. I've always wanted this. Can I get whipped cream on it? And she gives you orange juice with whipped cream. And you're like, what's this? Like, oh, well, the place downtown that's been doing orange juice got popular, so we're doing orange juice instead of coffee now. Like, what? Okay, so first of all, you ruined what made you good. Second of all, you fucked up orange juice.
With whipped cream?
You didn't even do that right.
Well,
Missouri, what do you have against orange juice?
They thought they could
Like
do an
orange juice, just
MMO.
with cream on it. And if I'm going to a place to get coffee, they hand me orange juice, I'm mad.
Because
They
it's
should've
like
just
they never
outright
even did a
made a co-op
multiplayer
game.
game, and they jumped straight past multiplayer and thought they could fucking make an MMO. When the only thing they got right was the damn store. That's the
All
only
they
thing that
had
didn't have a
to
bug
do
in it.
Was
Oh, wait,
just
they
give
made,
us
they made an
multiplayer to a
ESO
Fallout game.
before Fallout 76, right?
Yeah,
They
like,
did, and they made it a WoW clone, which kind of bugged me. But overall, it was a pretty decent MMO overall.
I heard
If
it
it
was
wasn't
alright.
an Elder Scrolls game, I probably would have liked it better. Which they
I
finally got
couldn't really
multi-class
vibe
in
with
that too, by the
ESO.
way.
Just
I thought
that
that
game
was,
has so much weird monetization in it that it really turned me off.
I thought ESO was Tencent.
No.
No, ESO is
Did they buy it
ZeniMax.
later? Are you, oh,
no,
oh,
ESO,
ZeniMax.
ESO was
Okay,
ESO was the parent company.
Yeah, I didn't think Bethesda had anything to do with that.
Nope.
Bethesda did it.
ZeniMax.
ZeniMax did it, yeah. They had their own game. Which looked at WoW and they're like, oh, this game makes money, we need to clone it instead of making
Yeah,
an Elder
as
Scrolls
did
game.
everybody else, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it actually had a lot decent going for it. I would
just
have liked it
hope
more
Elder
if it
Scroll-
wasn't an Elder Scrolls game.
I just hope
Yeah, I
Elder
just
Scrolls
want
6
a
is where they
multiplayer.
realize, hey, we actually got to get our shit together.
I don't think that they
I
will.
don't think that the biggest make or break is when they announce what engine it'll be on. Because if it's still on the creation engine, it's chalked.
I mean, I don't really want on Unreal either, because most Unreal games I have played have been absolute dog shit on
No,
PC.
I think they just need to make update the creation engine, make a new engine based off the creation engine. Don't keep. They've been using it since what, Morrowind?
They
My
need to just
prediction
do what they did with the
is-
Oblivion remaster and just, lay out like another engine on top of it.
My
They'll never
prediction
pay the
is when they
money
come
to
out with the
update it.
official announcement, somebody's gonna like please don't make this a $90 game with a whole bunch of subscriptions and on a new engine. And they're gonna say a true Elder Scrolls fan would just get it anyways.
Well,
Oh,
you
you
guys
mean
got
like
that?
how-
Okay,
You mean
Mr.
like
Borderlands
how-
executive.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Randy Bitchford.
Seriously, that guy could have said anything else. Like, I know
If
times
you were
are
a
tough, but
real
it's
fan,
more to make
you
games or
would find a way to
something.
buy it anyway. You know,
But he
back
had
in
to be a
my
prick
day,
about it.
I had to work at the ice cream shop to pay for my $80 game that didn't have microtransactions, that didn't have season passes, that didn't have all this live service bullshit in it.
And my $80
It's
game was
totally
18.
comparable.
Didn't update their EULA to have root access to your computer and be able to track
That pissed
phone
me
numbers
off.
and
I
web
literally
addresses.
just bought Borderlands like co-op with my friend, and then that shit happened.
Game publishing companies do not play games. They have NDAs.
Yeah.
You know, say what you will, but at least Todd Howard actually does play the games he makes.
I wonder if he pisses himself off then.
I hope
kinda
so,
hope so.
because like if you ever like watch his interviews about Starfield, like he it does kind of look like something went wrong in there, and he is just wasn't.
I think the funniest thing about Todd Howard playing his games, I think at one point he was giving mod recommendations, and he mentioned a HUD mod, and then someone asked him, "Why don't
Yes.
you just make a better HUD instead of
Yes.
using?"
He said his favorite Skyrim mod was the Sky UI mod.
He was asked, "Why not just make a better UI instead of requiring?"
And then you know, you want a nice UI that's not that awful UI for the chat stuff. You have to pay $2 for one that's more like the older Fallout games where it's easier to pick whatever dialogue option you want.
Well,
You know, no-
that's mods are free quality of life improvements to these companies. Like, hey, should we do this better? Nah, they'll mod it.
Like I can't. Like I was mind blown when I played Oblivion
Oh, they're
Remastered, and I
making
opened
money
up
off
the
of
map,
mods now too.
and the
so-
map was actually big. It wasn't that tiny ass little shit it used to be. I was impressed that they actually changed the UI to be more streamlined.
I think the funniest thing about the Oblivion remake, right, is they redo a bunch of the textures, right, and then just all the icons are the exact same as they were in 2006.
No, I
Oh, my
love
favorite
that
part about the
personally.
Oblivion remake is that
I just
it has
find
a
it
new
very
face,
funny.
and the skeletons are the same. It's awful.
Yeah, I do appreciate that they also added more voice actors to vary up the sound, but they all sound like just as goofy as the other ones.
Their expressions are horrifying. It's
Great.
like when people take like those robots that they pretend to look real and then they stick like a rubber mask on it and it smiles. And you're like, no, that's not a person. It's a robot
Oh,
with a rubber face. It's
It
terrifying.
gives you that uncanny valley feeling.
Yes. Especially the elves.
Oh my-
The elves are so disturbing looking.
The elves look so weird. The orcs
Are you
also
talking
just
about the
look
old
off.
version or the updated one?
The
Yeah,
new one.
The new
Have you
one.
watched
the
it
new
yet?
one's so good.
Go watch somebody play it and watch like people in dialogue with like elves and stuff. Humans
I'm
actually.
just-
look okay.
I'm just glad that game wasn't complete garbage. I love Oblivion. I've been wanting to replay it. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to get running on my hardware.
I like it.
Link
It's got all of its old
sale.
quirks and stuff. Like that's part of it.
I guess my big thing is like it has the occasional crash.
I mean,
Just like the original.
I can move over.
No,
Yep.
well,
Exactly.
that's
It's not a bug. It's a feature.
I think I said this the last time we did maps, but my favorite thing about it would be how on the wiki page under bugs fixed there's a bugs introduced tab.
It's
Man.
not a crash. It's a built-in timeout. Time to take a break and touch grass.
No.
You know, for once though, they can actually mean it when they say it's 16 times the detail of the original.
Come on, get a sneeze, get a sneeze.
It's also 16 times the size.
Or
so
at
they
least
were
been eating a lot of
producing the
pepper.
damn game.
That shit, yeah, 120 gigs to play a game from 2006.
Damn it.
No. Damn it.
We got a sneeze, it would have been another minion.
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot it was
first time I saw
worth
that
though.
quick.
That like Oblivion in 2025 was still more fun than like half the shit coming out in the AAA market these days.
That's why now you're just gonna see nothing but remakes and reboots, just like the movie industry.
Hey, play
Probably.
those smaller games. I've been playing that Fantasy Life game. That game is
It's
awesome.
so good. I
It's so
love
good.
I love Fantasy Life on the 3DS. It was one of my
I never played it, but it looked really cool, so I was really excited for this one.
It was-
and then
it
you got Rune Factory coming out in a couple of weeks.
Fantasy Life on the
I wonder how
3DS is
the
one of
new
my
Rune Factory
favorite
is gonna
hidden
be, 'cause
gems
the
on
last
the
one just didn't
3DS.
click with me, and I really wanted to like it.
I'm really excited for that new Rune Factory. The only thing is, I got like the special edition, like physical, and that shit might get delayed by a couple weeks.
I will
We're-
say when it comes to the new
You get a chip that still
Fantasy
makes
game
you
is they
download
did
it
a
for some reason.
horrible announcement trailer when they first made it. Like whoever thought it was a good idea to highlight the Animal Crossing aspects of it in the reveal trailer instead
What
of
game?
for the new Fantasy Life game. Like they focused more on the town builder aspect of it than the RPG aspect in the reveal
Well,
trailer.
isn't the town building like the new stuff?
It is the new stuff, but when you're talking about a franchise that was a kind of like hidden gem like RPG on the 3DS, and it opens up with, "Hey, we're a city builder now." People weren't happy originally until they found out more about the details of it. And I understand it, because I really liked it as an RPG, and then the first trailer saying that it's going to be a city builder without really saying much about it being an RPG.
I got you.
Kind of a you have phones.
Weird marketing thing.
Yeah, it's a weird marketing choice to not, because there is like a whole continent to explore in the game, like as a standard RPG. But I don't know why they didn't market that originally.
It's amazing how some of it, because I feel like some of the marketing is being worked on before like the game actually is finished and they know what it's about. Or they just completely misunderstand what they want to market. Like, you remember Transformers 1? Remember how good that movie is, but the marketing was for like 9-year-olds?
Oh, what
So
they Michael
watched
Bay?
it. Yeah. Marketing can be a make or break.
Yeah.
I remember when they were marketing Destiny for the first time, and that shit was not at all what they were marketing.
Destiny still makes me angry.
I stopped playing after the, I think it was like Lightfall expansion.
I
That's just
played.
where I couldn't.
I played I went through like the campaign for the final shape, and then I just like, okay, yeah, I'm done here. Like this game has held me hostage for too long.
That game though, so disappointing because the actual just basic shooting mechanics of hitting shit was so satisfying. Like no shooter has ever compared to the shooting in Destiny, in my opinion.
No, I think that's valid. Destiny's really like it's very fun. It's just, you know, after a decade of fighting the same enemies and the same environments with the same weapons and just hearing all these promises of new stuff that never was actually that new is just kind of and then, you know, the whole false marketing with Lightfall, and then they're like, oh, actually, no, that's actually going to be in the final shape. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I think
after what was that one where the big turtle-looking guys in armor invaded?
Oh, Red War. That was the base game. Yeah,
Funny
that's
enough,
no longer
they're
the
in a
game.
lawsuit about that campaign right now.
They are like a writer is saying
claim
that the
We played
plot
the
twists
second one too, I
and the
think.
plot points from the year one game stuff from the campaign to the 2 DLC campaigns ripped off plot for plots from his novel that released like 8 months prior or so. But that's not really a strong case because writing takes years, but they can't provide evidence that they didn't because they
Also,
don't even have the
lost
game
the
anymore.
data.
Yeah, and the court won't accept live stream recordings because that's not sufficient evidence. So they're probably going to lose this case by default, even though the
Don't
case
even get
isn't
me
strong.
started on the whole them taking away content you fucking paid for. That shit pissed me off so much.
And right now, they're in
Even
serious
if
hot
it is
water
just
over
names
their
based
new
on your hard
game.
drive, they could have done something else.
I mean, how the fuck is a new player supposed to even get started?
Yeah. And right now they're in major trouble because their new game, Marathon, a bunch of art assets were ripped off. Oh wait, I didn't roll on this. My bad. A bunch of art. Yeah, ripped off an artist. Like
from art that was posted in like 2017.
Yeah. And
but here's the kicker: a lot of the art style is kind
a
of
lot of the art
aesthetic.
staff. Yeah, so it's clear that while not just that they ripped off the art by just putting it like even with the watermark in the game, the stuff that they didn't rip off that they made themselves took heavy inspiration from those art posters from
The first time
2017.
they've stolen art.
Yeah, this is like the 4th or 5th time that they've done it.
They did it in Destiny. I know there was like a cutscene that used stolen art. There was like
Yeah.
the whole Nerf crossover with Cade's
Yeah.
gun. That was the
Yeah.
artwork that was stolen from a fan.
Yeah, and they always say it's like from a ex-employee, but it's just the art director. I'm 99% sure because it's the same art director every time.
Marathon is confusing to me because you take this franchise, right? Like, Marathon was the pre-Halo.
Yeah.
It was Halo before Halo. So you take this obscure franchise that like very few people played, and then you completely reboot it so whatever fan base there was doesn't even recognize it, and then everyone else is wondering what this is, and then you make it an extraction shooter.
I saw a comment under like the art like theft like problems. They're like, because they're talking about the art style and like in like how good the art style is compared to how like the characters look. Because the characters just look very like odd. There's no real like coherence to them. And one of the comments is, of course the art style which they stole looks good, but then their own characters look ass.
You know, that was my thought. I thought the art style looked pretty cool, but then like the character designs looked very bizarre. They didn't look like Marathon. I've seen what the Marathon characters look like.
Well, none of it looks like Marathon.
But yet they still use like the whole like, oh, the Marathon's the ship that all these people live on thing. So like what, like that's what I mean. Like you take this obscure series and you just completely change it. So now the small fan base there already was doesn't even recognize it.
Well, according to some insider stuff, it originally was going to be more like akin to Marathon until an exec said that they wanted to do an extraction shooter.
I think I know which exec you're talking about. Is that the guy who like bought all those vintage cars while Destiny was burning to the ground?
I don't know. I don't remember who, because I don't think it's
the one that got a whole bunch of in trouble for laying people off, even though he was getting enough money to
ruin
add to his
Bungie,
car collection. Yeah.
Like Sony didn't ruin them, Activision didn't ruin them.
She's always been ruined. Go as far back as Halo 2, and they've had issues with the whole 8-month development cycle.
At least back then they cooked.
They cooked by accident. No one can tell me otherwise. They've been a mess for over 20 years.
Okay,
Hey,
Halo
if you
1
trip over
was...
the finish line, you're still over the finish line.
Halo 2 was an accident, and then they realized what they had to do with Halo 3, and that's why it worked out.
And then, but the thing is, they had to fight the execs for Halo Reach and ODST to be things.
No, wait, well...
ODST, I remember hearing that the execs didn't believe in Halo 3 DLC story campaign. Well, spin
my
off.
understanding, they made
ODST. It wouldn't work or what? Because I thought ODST was pretty good.
Yeah, no, but from what I heard, the the people in charge didn't have faith that it would sell, and they almost got canceled.
From my understanding,
the main character.
From my understanding, that was all part of their contractual obligation to make 2 more Halo games. They didn't want to make Master Chief, so they did ODST, which was an asset flip.
Yeah,
and
but
they
I think
used
they
that
didn't...
extra time to make Reach.
Yeah, I think, but
I haven't
it's
heard
like
anything
they didn't
about
want...
the almost canceling them though.
No, I don't think they. I think it's not so like canceling the game, but didn't want it to be an ODST game. From the higher ups is more so accurate.
I liked ODST and Reach. Loved Reach.
Reach would be a good movie. I
know they kind of made
an anime,
That's the only.
but
It's the only thing you've been getting.
that would make a damn good Hollywood movie if they just followed it, word for word.
Halo in and of itself could be a good viewing experience, but they ruined that. Like the Halo show was ass, but when there was like an action scene where like he was actually fighting the elites, it was cool.
I mean, because Reach was like Rogue One. Like it definitely explained the origins to the whole Cortana Master Chief team up.
Although loreheads didn't like how it contradicted the book that came out before CE came out.
I didn't read it.
Yeah, I mean, It's
I don't know anything about the books, so. But yeah, I guess just different interpretations of the same story.
yeah, because in the books, Reach fell over a span of several weeks. No, hours. Whereas in the game, it takes place over several days. And
They mostly did that so they could insert your self-insert.
yeah, and I think Master Chief was more involved in the fall of Reach, whereas in the game he's in cryostasis already, waiting to be shipped off world.
It was like some half of Cortana that like was the whole driving point behind like Noble 6 reaching the autumn.
Yeah. Whereas in the book, she was already on the Pillar of Autumn, which makes sense why they had to make her a fragment in the game to try and keep it somewhat
I didn't get
connected.
the whole fragment thing, but yeah, I did like how like the whole every Noble member's death was ironic.
Oh god, here every single on any Reach video brings this up. I just want it to be forgotten. Like, yeah, it's cool, but
it's so true. It's
I just wish people would stop bringing it up. Like,
appreciate
yes,
it.
narrative irony exists. You don't have to point it out every time.
The
it
only
comes up.
death I didn't appreciate was that first one with the. It wasn't even a sniper. It was just one of the little fucking rat things, 20 feet up on the roof, shooting down.
Oh
They
yeah,
got-
when one
we
of the
got the
elite
girl.
one of the elite hunters, like it's one of the
yeah, it's
you know,
like toward
like
the
armor.
end, the one where they snipe Cat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sniped the girl straight in the top of the dome.
Well,
It
because
was-
because she opened up the communications and they found them.
Yeah, their communications got intercepted, and
Well,
with
no,
the
what I'm
blasting
saying is
happening,
every
their
other
shields were
death-
down.
Every other death felt like an end of the movie. I'm gonna take you all
Well, I
with me
think-
kind
I
of death.
think,
She
that's
just
kind of-
kind of like toppled over.
Well, that's kind of the point of the death, right? Like they're like it's going to it's to show that they're not winning this war. They're not
Yeah.
going to go out.
Because remember, she warned them that hey, we maybe shouldn't do this because they will find us if we do this, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Well, my favorite was when that one dude jumps on one of the gunners and ends up taking a bunch of ships, and they like go to like flood the gunner, and he's like fucking killing like 18 of them.
Oh yeah, Emil before he dies.
Emil's
Yeah.
the goat. Emil's the goat.
Yeah.
I really like George's death where he throws you off the ship and then blows it up, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
but then they
the
ruin
fleet
it
comes
10
up.
seconds later by showing like, oh, you think you sacrificed to
That's
save the planet? Here's
That's the
80
whole
of
point
them.
Reach.
That-
Reach is
that
the one
hurt.
where the Spartans lose. That's the
Yeah,
whole point.
well,
I mean, no. Carter makes it
Thought that
clear
one
later
ended
in the
good.
later scene when the group teams gets back together, where he goes, "Big man just died, thinking he saved the planet. We should all be so lucky."
yeah.
I guess my main question is how the hell did Noble 6's helmet survive the glassing?
Well, it is made out of. Actually,
Not
no.
armor. That's what it's made out of.
Well, I don't think they glassed that area. That area they were still.
Yeah,
like,
so the
sending
lore
people
behind
in.
why Noble 6 wasn't glassed off the face of the planet is under that mountain was a spot that was considered holy to the Covenant religion due to having artifacts in it, so that's why the area wasn't glassed.
Well, I just thought it was something like, oh, we just sent like 80 fucking ships of our people into there. Now glass that exact area. Like, no, I don't think they
That's
would do
why they
it.
sent like 80 ships to kill him because they couldn't glass the area or else risk losing their artifacts.
Now I don't know if this is true, but I think like canonically, like he survived a few weeks.
He was like, I think it was 2 weeks between the end of Pillar of Autumn to Lone Wolf is my thing, or there's a few days in between. I just don't remember what the time frame was
Yeah.
because the game gives you the time frame. I just don't remember it.
I thought
Noble
they were
6 is
going
pretty
after
established.
the fragment of Cortana, and they didn't know that it had already got off planet.
I don't know if they ever knew about Cortana.
Well, what? I thought that was the whole point of them like shooting,
No,
spending their whole
they-
fleet at that one planet.
Reach was a major spot for where they were like making Spartans, I believe.
No. So the reason they ended up following the ship is, I think, an accident because they both ended up going to coordinates that went to the Halo Ring that the Covenant obtained somehow. I think I don't really remember how they got the coordinates for the Halo ring.
Because the USMC got those coordinates from Cortana.
Yeah.
But didn't we steal Cortana from the aliens?
No. Cortana is a brain scan of Halsey, the doctor.
Oh, I misunderstood. Like the whole reason the aliens were at that planet then.
The aliens were at Reach because it contained artifacts from the ancient civilization, and it is also a home, not a home world, but a second home world to humanity. So that's why they had all the.
Reach was like the second main world.
Yeah.
It was a big military planet.
You know, why does every big horror franchise they turn into a game has to be some kind of like party multiplayer game?
Oh, you talking about the Resident Evil
Friday?
thing?
No, like Friday the 13th or Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, funny enough, I had just read something the day that was talking about how Resident Evil 9 was originally conceived as like some sort of multiplayer thing.
Oh my goodness. No,
And I'm just like, no, don't, like, you guys
five
already did
didn't
that with
suck
Civ.
dick, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have Resident Evil Outbreak, which
I'd
was.
say 5 sucks
Oh my
ass.
god,
and
why
6
don't they
sucks
remake Outbreak? Dude, I've never met anyone else even mention those fucking
Hey,
games.
I'm still waiting for that Code Veronica remake, you know? The real Resident Evil 3. Yeah, I saw it.
I never beat Code Veronica. I think I played like 2 hours into it.
That's why they need to remake it. It's a Dreamcast
But Outbreak
game.
was the
really
fucking
is
shit though, man. Pick a character and just get out of this area. But no, I want like y'all ever played Alien Isolation?
I love
No,
that game.
I don't have the stomach for horror games.
Oh man, well it was great because the alien throughout the entire game always knows the general area you're in. So anytime you go to a new area, anytime you go to a new area, you got about 30 seconds, unless you know there's a scene or whatever, some shit you got to do first before that alien pops in and starts searching the area for you, and then you got to sneak out of the area. I want
better
a Jason movie that's exactly like that. Like as you're going through the fucking game, Jason always knows your exact area.
Well, Jason's in legal limbo. Because the rights holders.
Or okay, Michael Myers.
Yeah,
That's
here's
a good
something
one.
cool about that Alien game. I think it was only on console, but if you had like a mic plugged in, the Alien would also use your mic to locate exactly where you were. So like if you were talking or some shit, it'd listen to you.
That's foul.
It is very foul.
Well, it would zoom in on the exact point of the area you're in, but like I said, with the AI, it always knew what area of the game. Even when you got later in the game and you could backtrack the areas you already been to, it always knows the general map you're in, and it will show up in that map.
Really, we still haven't seen a follow-up to that game.
What I find interesting, like speaking of like hunter characters like that, is Resident Evil 2 Remake does a really good job at making you feel like Mr. X is like always in the building. But if you like do your like if you go out of bounds with the camera, like do like free cam or whatever, you'll see that he isn't always in the building. He'll just be spawned close to you if he hasn't been near you in a while.
I'll never forget when he burst through a wall and scared the ever-living shit out of me.
Get it, Leaf.
Yeah, 3 was my favorite until I played it enough times to realize, yeah, he doesn't just bust in when he wants to. The Nemesis has scripted bust-in moments.
I think that's on the remake. I think that was one of the big criticisms of it.
The remake, he's a lot more scripted.
I mean, you only get like one section of the game where he's really like that. The rest of it, it's super linear, and he becomes dog Nemi.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, he's here. Better run to a typewriter.
I actually haven't played 3. I think that's like one of the few Resident Evils I actually haven't played.
The remake's not a bad game, it's just too short. It's its biggest sin.
Well, didn't it cut out a few sections from the original?
Yeah. Cut out some significant portions.
That's even the point. What's even the point of that? The game's already shorted as is. Why are you cutting it?
Yeah, they were
money.
Cheap. And the
Probably
original,
to save
you
money.
had different paths you could take.
I'm being rhetorical here.
They didn't, if I remember right, they didn't have that in the remake.
Yeah, they took
Yeah,
out
the
alternate.
decision points. Yeah, they didn't have
Did
that.
they?
No, they
They
didn't.
Isn't that kind of like a Resident Evil staple? You know, multiple endings, multiple paths.
Well, it's mainly a thing unique to 3 to make up for the
Yeah, I
how
don't
it was an
remember
acid
that.
flip of 2.
I don't remember that in any other Resident Evil game, because 3, you could either
Well,
go
2
with
has,
this
like-
soldier or that soldier. You could go
Well,
to
2
the
has multiple
newspaper or
paths.
to
You know,
the...
you play as there's like a Leon A and a Leon B and a Claire A and a Claire B.
But
Isn't there?
the story doesn't
Oh,
really.
yeah, with the
But the
characters.
story doesn't really change. Whereas like
Just the beginning.
Resident Evil 3, I know there's one section where you'll end up exploring 2 different zones depending on what choice you made. Now that doesn't happen a lot in 3, but it still happened.
Look at all that.
Still sounds pretty neat.
Except for the choice in the restaurant where it's like, do you want to run? Do you want to climb the ladder, or hide in the basement?
Yeah.
And if you hide in the basement, he's like, "Fuck you," and he floods the basement. And you have to end up running out anyway.
Yeah, it's like the only fake choice in the game, which is very odd. It feels like that one they probably did because they had to cut something. Out of all the.
Still on the subject of horror games,
Hey,
has anyone played Eternal Darkness?
No.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's a good one.
What's that?
Eternal Darkness is awesome. So that's a GameCube,
GameCube
exclusive one of all things.
It's one of the
I
only
like
M-rated
Resident
games on the
Evil.
GameCube, right? Aside
Yep.
from
Resident Evil.
yeah,
Well, it's only like one of Nintendo's M-rated games.
but they published it, right?
Yeah, that was developed by Silicon Knights, who isn't around anymore. That game, so that thing's whole claim to fame was the sanity meter.
Oh wait, is this my map?
Basically, if you had low sanity and you would enter a room, all these weird things could happen, like a bunch of enemies being in there, or just like random NPCs, or to the point where like it's breaking the fourth wall and like pretend like it's turning down your TV, or like deleting your save file, or you're just like clipping through the ground, and then like do like a jump scare and you'll keep playing. It's pretty cool.
My favorite sanity thing from that game was I tried to open a door, and then my head fell off.
Yes.
And then,
Yes.
and then my character snapped back to reality, and an enemy actually killed me. So it was predicting the future.
wait, which
game
game
is
was
like-
it that it would read your memory card and it would be like, I see you
Metal Gear
play this
Solid.
game.
Metal Gear
Metal
Solid.
Gear,
Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah, they had some fun ideas back then.
Psycho Mantis was
you
a
had
really
to-
cool boss.
Yeah, until you figured out, just put your controller port into
Nice.
controller port 2, and then he was fucking useless. Y'all ever heard that trick?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, if you start
He
off on
read your controller movements, or so he would dodge everything, unless you put it in controller port 2, and then he's like, "Where'd you go?
If you
I can't read your mind."
If you talk to
But he's-
Campbell, he actually tells you to do that. Yeah.
It was pretty cool
Oh,
that
shit.
they did that for the GameCube version too, with like different
Um,
voice clips for the different games.
what happened if you started in controller
Come on.
port 2? Was it only programmed
to
for
us.
controller port 1 or
So close.
I think the scene would still stay the same, where you were in the
That's a good
scene, you go to shoot him, and he like
okay?
he teleports, but then as soon as you start actually fighting him, he does the whole, "What happened? I can't get into your head."
Oh, you guys remember the boss from 3 where like you have to wait like 2 weeks or like change your clock?
The end.
and then
You
you'll just, like,
can- you
change
can-
out
just
and
dies
die?
from
You
old
couldn't
age.
beat him. Yeah, you would just
You literally just wait him out
suck.
You wanna
And
know how
then,
I
he
found that
dies
out?
of old age.
because you put
Oh,
the
so
game
this
down
is
to go on
Needham?
vacation.
No, I got grounded for 2 weeks
Did you guys ever
Uh,
kill him on the
from
dock?
that fight.
See how that works?
Kill him on the
You,
dock.
Yeah, when you first see him on the dock, like you have a chance to snipe him when he's in his wheelchair. Like he'll start
Oh,
wheeling
really?
away super fast if you start shooting at him. But if you kill him, his wheelchair will explode and it'll launch at you like a rocket. And that boss
Why
fight
would you
later,
shoot it-
you'll
why would
fight
you
a
shoot a
unit
guy in
of
a
Gru
wheelchair?
troops. It's completely different.
Wow.
But see, why would you shoot at a
I'll
guy in a
grab some
wheelchair?
nuts.
Because he's gonna
Because
come
he tries
kill
to
you
kill
later.
you later.
Yeah, that's always on the second
No.
playthrough when you're like, "Fuck that guy."
You guys know about the timed thing in The Witcher about the bird?
Bird?
Tell me more.
The bird's the
so in
bird?
in The Witcher, there is a lady who has a curse where she's like slowly turning into a bird or something, and you can cure that by. Oh, 1 second. I don't know if I can play here. Oh yeah, I can. you can promise her that you'll cure it, but what you have to do is you kind of have to like link her to a bird of the same type, which keeps her from turning into a bird, but it also gives her the same lifespan. So when the bird dies, she dies, and he says it's like 2
I
years.
remember this. I do remember
And
this.
if you turn, or if you move your in-game clock, or I think it's the computer clock, 2 years in advance, you can go back to her house and find her dead.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Good.
Yeah, but nobody figured it out because nobody like started a game and then came back 2 years later.
Was that in the third one?
Yeah, I think
can't
so.
remember which one it was, but yeah. That's...
I quit the third one after that mission between the witches and like the forest and the tree or whatever, where it's like if you have to save the kid from the witches or you know remember that one?
The one of the witches of Crookback Bog.
Yeah, and it's like no matter what you do, it's a fuck you. After
Oh,
the
you
end.
talking about the Bloody
farthest I
Baron?
got on my playthrough. That's
No,
like
it
the
was-
end of that quest, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Or
was,
that's
it was
like
with
a branch
three,
of that quest.
like ugly monster witches or that one force that it's just a voice, and you can either save the kids, but the force murders the entire town, or you could let these fucking witches run off with the kids, which they'll end up cooking and eating them, and the village stays safe.
That's,
Yeah.
that- I
There's some
think I
hard
like started
decisions
the
in that
fight
game.
there, got stuck, and then I never actually beat it. So it is kind of whack.
Yeah, very depressing RPG.
Oh, I bet.
And it's like, you know, I'm not gonna judge anybody. It's a game. I never got into any of the sex shit. So the game to me was pretty much just all downhill and depressing. It was like just all sad stories. Not any boobage.
Wahoo!
Well, on the subject of less depressing RPGs, Baldur's Gate. Any of you guys played that?
Nope,
Yeah,
Probably the
never.
most obvious
First one?
question. The third one, the new one.
Oh
I've
yeah.
never heard of it.
I've only played like an hour of it. It's not really my type of game, but I have a lot of respect for it.
It took me a while
it's
to
a slow
adjust.
start, yeah, but it gets better.
It's a slow burn the entire way. What do you mean?
No, I feel like the story picks up around the second act. You know, the area gets a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's just when you're doing like the side stuff, it just feels like a slow burn. It's still awesome.
game was
game,
that?
though. Baldur's Gate 3.
I've
Oh,
had
I
a
love that
playthrough
game.
where I've murdered
I don't
everything in
know
Act
it.
1, and I'm like level 7 by Act 2, and everything's just too easy.
Yeah, I remember
I
seeing a
might-
squirrel and kicking it.
I might restart. I feel like I lost a lot of love for it because I started as a paladin, and it's like fucking impossible to keep your oath.
Like, as
Yeah,
a
that
bard,
is a
bards are
feature.
very fun.
Yeah, particularly in
say-
Act 1. It gets better later, but initially...
I will say we've been playing as a party in Tiny Place as a paladin, and I play as a rogue. And there has been many times where we're still in Act 1, but there's been many times where he's like, "Nope, I'm leaving," and his character will just go fucking hauling ass somewhere else as I do what I do.
That's what my friend Steve does. Like anytime we're about to do something, he's like, "You know what? I don't care what you do. I just can't see it. I'm gonna go in the corner, and you tell me when
Yep.
you're done."
Absolutely,
Like, okay.
absolutely.
I have a friend who wants to do a co-op, but even when I'm playing my single-player run, he backseats the fuck out of me, and it's the most obnoxious shit. He's like, "Oh, you missed this." I'm like, "Bro, let me
It's
play."
It's the problem with playing with people who know what
Yeah.
they're doing. Yeah.
That's him.
Like-
he min-maxes and he keeps
You can't
talking
turn
about
that shit
co-op,
off. You
and
gotta
I'm
just
just
know
like,
where things are.
yeah.
And I don't know how to tell him I don't want to
Like-
fucking play with him because he's just going to dictate everything I do in the
And
co-op. run.
watching my buddy
felt-
play
I
it,
felt-
he's just walking by things. I'm like, I can't tell you to do that, but go do
I
it.
felt bad because I played a few years ago. I played Borderlands 2 with my brother, and that game is very much solved by the community and what's good or not. And I tell him stuff like, "Oh yeah, you should use this. Oh yeah, you should use that." And it's like I feel like I'm just telling him what to do.
Yeah.
B shield. Get the
I
B
have to
shield.
constantly remind my friend when I'm playing games, it's like, bro, I don't like to min-max like you do.
Go say Barkus, please.
I am,
main
you know, I like playing my way. I don't know. I don't know how to tell him I don't want to do a co-op run with him because I feel like I'd pull my hair out.
Wow, it's weird that we're here. I haven't been here in a while.
You know, I got a little disappointed when I found out whatever god the paladins follow as the paladin of vengeance is racist. I went through the whole first act, killing everything that attacked us, and then like right near the beginning of the second act, I ended up killing a human who attacked us, and it broke my oath.
Aww.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know I was following a bigot of a god.
I mean, that game's crazy racist. Like, if you walk into a place as a tiefling, they're like, "Oh, demon spawn, go the piss away."
Well, I understand
I
the
mean,
humans being
consistently.
racist, but I
I mean,
feel like
you-
the gods should just see us all as worms below their feet. Nah,
You talked about Morrowind earlier. That game, that game's also full of racists. Entire
Yeah.
province. The Dunmer. They're pretty racist in that game.
yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. Like,
Everybody's racist
like,
in
oh,
Elder
this is what
Scrolls.
it's
That's
like
why-
to be
That's why
a
it's so
minority.
funny to me that like the canonical Nerevarine is an Argonian.
Because I always picked an Imperial in Morrowind.
I always go
really
Dunmer.
hated Imperials.
I always go Dunmer.
I play as a
I don't know
Khajiit.
why.
How do you think
I'm
I
really just-
feel?
That was just.
Yeah.
that's some cool
I always
lore.
go Breton.
You play as a pussy.
I always go
I like
Breton.
Breton too. Breton's fun.
Khajiits have ways if you have. See, Breton's objectively the best race in that game.
Yeah.
I agree. Except for Khajiit is better.
Khajiit can't wear shoes in that game or a helmet.
Oh, even if you pick Dunmer, they still call you an outsider.
Well, because you
They
are.
even have. They even
That
have their own
Simpsons
N-word.
meme with the janitors, like everybody ruins this.
RPGs
Whisker.
are great,
Golden
aren't they?
Whisker. We should murder it.
And it's dead.
Wow. That poor Whisker.
I don't know what a
Shouldn't be
Whisker
so
is, but
full
now I
of
feel
beautiful
bad.
loot.
He's in a better
Dead-
place now.
It's just a dead Namazu. Don't feel bad.
Oh,
It's a
you're
living
murdering
thing.
sentient catfish.
Well, it's full of gold. Who decided that?
I never
bro-
played the Society.
Just
part.
because you stole its fucking what was in its pockets.
Bro, I love you, but if your heart was made of like fucking pure silver, you'd be on the endangered species list.
I'm pretty sure you'd be dead.
I was about to say, yeah, like
that
I mean,
shit would
it's you're dead, bro.
that shit would
like,
tarnish so bad too. Silver? No, thank you.
I'm pretty sure, like, I'm no heart expert, but I'm pretty sure a heart of silver isn't good for the heart.
like
Just
there's no,
saying.
yeah, there's no contraction
saying.
and expansion going on there. There's not a whole lot of blood
If
pumping.
God
It had a whole lot of movement
made
going
I mean,
on.
this
certain
gold is a softer
members
metal. It could move around.
of our species.
Yeah, but well, the
pinatas
problem with that
ridges and shit.
is because silver's pretty malleable as well. The problem is the heat. Like, I would have to be a steady like 400 fucking degrees to have my blood pumped, and at that point, it's
It'd
boiling.
be like Karlak. Holy shit.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. There's weirder shit out there.
During the Namazu quest, doesn't what's her name? Serena
Oh, mine's inherited
Consistent.
too.
consistently threaten to eat them.
The what?
The little pink
Yeah.
chick
I'm getting
Doesn't she-
hungry too, Haku.
consistently talk about eating them.
Oh god.
Just really high
when is
and
Haku
really
not
hungry.
hungry?
I mean, yeah, if I was high, I'd be even more hungry.
Haku has snacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
come,
but
not
I don't- I
again.
don't have them.
Rainbows.
Oh my god. You've had. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
I demanded and it gave.
Good for you.
That
No,
command
you know.
authority.
Exactly. Respect my daughter!
Oh.
Really like face
Hmm?
on the map. You click the
The
flag
face.
that I placed and you zoom in a little bit, it looks like a face.
Mine's in this exact spot.
Oh yeah, it does. It's
Love when
got
that
two
happens.
eyes, a nose, and a mouth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
Hey.
our recognition of faces on objects.
Say that again.
Isn't there a term for our recognition of faces and objects?
I think there is.
There
Pattern
is. I can't
recognition.
remember. No, that is for sure. And we're stupid good at it to a fault. That's why we keep seeing Jesus and toast and shit.
That's why Uncanny Valley freaks us out.
Is
Yep.
it not because Jesus is in the toast?
I mean, maybe
figured that's
Jesus
because
is
it
in
was
the
actually a
toast.
sign.
I'm not
Yeah,
here
Jesus
to.
is the toast. What do you mean?
Right?
We have an entire thing about Jesus bread.
Yeah, he wants us to eat him.
It's a
You walk
Yeah,
up
we
to
gotta get
you walk up
those
the aisle.
carbohydrates.
You walk up the aisle and you ask the priest, "Can you toast this for me real quick?"
You know that song,
Just
Yeah,
imagine one little
Toast?
cheese on that wafer.
Just imagine walking up the aisle and like seeing like the bread with that like Jesus winking and pointing meme. There's a Jesus
Buddy
bread.
Christ.
No, the Jesus from Dogma.
Yeah,
The Buddy Christ.
bloody Christ, don't we, folks?
All right, we're gonna get Skittles this time, baby. Give us some nice, juicy rainbow Skittles. Do it, you fucking asshole door. Damn it!
You shouldn't have insulted it.
Yeah. You didn't.
Well, I asked
You gotta cuss
nicely
it, but you
before,
gotta
and that
cuss it
didn't
sexy,
work.
not mean.
Alright, I'll treat it.
Some nice fucking tusks, or god
I'll
damn.
treat it like I'll treat it like the bitch it wants to be treated like.
You have to love
Right.
I don't know. We've had absolute shit luck tonight.
Yeah, aside from you guys getting the $50 million minion, we've
Yeah, you guys won tonight. You guys won
To be
Final
fair,
Fantasy.
Jake got the $50 or
There
$50
can
million.
only
Yeah, that doesn't
be
count.
one Team A. I'm sorry.
But you're always Team B, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I got a cool
I guess
parasol out of
Team
it.
B
so
gets
that's
all the
something.
finishes.
I don't
Alvin,
think
where
we've
else
made
is
it
maps
past-
with me?
It's more like out of all the weeks
Oh,
Team
shit.
A has won over and over again. We just needed to give y'all a bit of a break.
I think
Those must have
the
been the
furthest
weeks we
we've
didn't
made.
play, because I don't remember that at all.
I think
Oh,
the
you know,
furthest
like the last time and the time before that, and you know,
Yeah,
maybe the
no.
time before that, and the time before that one.
You
I
know
think
they
the
make
furthest-
medication for delusions, right? You might want to check that out.
I think the furthest we've made tonight has been floor free, like
Yep.
twice out of like 20 maps, I
Yep.
want to say, and only about half of those have actually made it into the building.
Sounds about right.
Mind if I get a cup of coffee after this?
No.
Okay.
Coffee?
Actually, that sounds really good. I
I'm
think
gonna
gonna
jump
make
off
some.
after this one and get some.
Coffee?
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 Yeah, coffee flavored coffee.
Oh, what's that taste like?
Can I just remember
Cool.
that episode of Regular Show
Oh.
or Giant
Juice.
Coffee Bean?
Oh god.
That episode ruined coffee for me, I swear.
This is not saying much when it comes to Regular Show, but that episode was weird.
That episode remains one of the weirdest. Because of that scene. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I don't, fortunately. I just couldn't
you're
watch.
lucky. You're lucky.
I
You don't want
watch
to know.
it because
You
I don't
don't
take
wanna
drugs
know.
anymore.
Here, I'll find a clip and put in the chat.
It's
no
definitely
amount
a
of
drug
explaining.
requirement type
No amount of
show.
explaining can.
Like Adventure
Can-
Time was kind of drug induced, and I liked that one.
No,
Adventure Time was really
Adventure
good.
Time was amazing if you were high. Like, there was some deep fucking shit going on. I watched all
Gumball
of
was
it.
also pretty good when
Stoned
you're
as
high.
fuck.
Wholesome and had a dark past, and was cute.
And
Well,
then, like,
and it-
the
and it
intro
was-
song
it
would
got
get stuck
deep.
in your head for like
Did,
3
yeah.
hours.
Jake
Like, that show got deep as fuck. Like, one of my favorite episodes was when Jake had his death stream.
Mm.
And again, I watched this show high as fuck, but dude, like, that was such a profound fucking episode. Just like, he just accepted he was dead. Like, that's just how it went.
Jake was cool. I fucking love Jake. I like our Jake too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not near as that cool though. That
It's
big has it in the bag.
Let me find the clip here.
Huzzah!
I'll have to wait until I'm done with my coffee before I watch your weird coffee stuff, though.
Gambling. Let's go.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it here.
What are you calling it?
End.
All right, I put it. In, I just put it in the general chat. One chat. Yeah, this is a show on regular Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch that follow-up show he made, Close Enough?
I didn't.
I was so pissed they took that off Max. That shit was so funny.
Yeah, no, Adventure Time was one of the few cartoons I ever saw that was not scared to have a sad ending to like a quarter of their episodes.
Yeah. I had like a lot about life. It was like, hey, yeah, there's awfulness, but keep going.
I really
Maybe
should watch
things
it.
are
I couldn't
dumb
get
and
into
weird
Adventure Time
sometimes,
as a
but-
kid. I was more of a regular show kid. I really should watch it.
All right, grabbing some coffee. I'll be right back.
I will also grab a beverage.
I've never had
Oh,
enough
God.
of this, dude.
Got
Anyone
you.
remember Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah, that was a good one.
That show's awesome.
Oh,
Man, whatever happened? Does anyone else ever play? It was a pirate game, Curse of the Black Pearl, that had nothing to do with the movie. On original Xbox. Anyone ever seen that?
no.
Nope.
Ah, man, it was a good one.
You play Fable on the Xbox?
Oh yeah.
I
Yes.
loved Fable. That was
Yeah.
Played the shit out of all of them.
But that one dude, that French sounding dude, he definitely pulled a No Man's Sky with it, but in a bad way. Cause he, like, for a year before that game come out, he talked about how this was gonna be the fucking God's gift of gaming. Every single person's character and story would be different. No one would be the same.
The OG Todd Howard.
Yeah, and then it came out, and it was a damn good game. It wasn't a fucking fraction of what he was talking about. You couldn't even pick a girl in that game. You couldn't make your character in that game. You know, like, it was just like, what crack was he smoking when he was out there? Everyone was like, what game was he talking about? It wasn't this one. But aside from that, yeah, no, that was definitely a badass RPG. I like 3. The story was pretty cool. Little disappointing that you could just buy your way into being a good guy.
Really?
Uh,
That sounds kind of lame.
Y'all never played it?
played the hell out of it.
I've never played a Fable game.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess it's an old ass game, so it's not, really a spoiler. But I guess, like, the whole point is darkness is coming, and you usurp your shitty brother to become king or queen. And what are you gonna do? Because you had to make all these promises to these different organizations to have their backing to become the leader. But now you need, like, all this money to raise an army to fight this darkness that's taking over this
Oh, it's not
continent.
all of it. Part of it is you have to fix shit. Like, you're spending money to better people's lives at the same time.
Well, no, that's just it, though. Do you want to fill your promise to these people, or do you want to spend the money on
Yeah,
the
no, you
military?
buy every
But
property in the
if
kingdom,
if you're
become
rich,
everybody's landlord, jack
You
the
do it
price
all.
up, and then, yeah, you pay your way to victory.
I mean,
It's capitalist dream.
nah, but Come on, you know that's disappointing though when it takes away any weight to the end game of the story. When if you played it like a normal Fable game, you're so rich, it wasn't a choice. You did it all. You helped people and you raised an army, and it's like gameplay wise, yeah, that's cool. You know, I get the good ending and it's easy because I have a lot of money. But like, there was no weight to the end of that story.
I remember Mass Effect did the same thing.
Well, it was supposed to kind of make you see the side of your brother. Like, this is why your brother was such a dick of a ruler, is because he knew the darkness was coming. So he was making all the terrible but necessary decisions. But because you're rich, it just makes him look like a shitty fucking leader. Like, well, why didn't you have all this money that I have? I don't know. I wonder if they're ever gonna make a 4.
A what?
They're making
Been
a
one
new
of-
Fable game.
That's no, don't say that with confidence. They've said that for like the last 10 fucking
Okay.
years.
You haven't seen the
Did you-
trailer for it?
There are trailers, but none of those
They-
have been like real gameplay
They've had
trailers.
trailers for 10 fucking years. Like, no, they keep saying that.
been, like,
When it
2
releases,
trailers.
I'll fucking believe it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get it.
There are a couple of trailers out there, but they haven't really shown anything.
Just proof
Yeah, I
of
don't-
concept.
I don't. Well, just like cinematic stuff for like what they may want to do. I hate it when companies do that. You know, show a trailer and then silence.
What's even worse is that when they act like they're showing you gameplay, but even the gameplay is a scene.
Yep. Or it's like super cut gameplay where it's like maybe like 1 or 2 seconds of gameplay, and then it cuts to like either like a panning shot or a cinematic. Like, I know it's for theatrics and shit, but like, I want to see gameplay, man. Because, you know, it's a game.
You can't even trust gameplay these days because it's so scripted. Like I
That's what I'm
remember,
saying, yeah.
what was the one that was like, was it Anthem? When it
Oh
first
my
came
god,
out?
Anthem.
And yeah, and they had like the people that pretended like they were
But
playing,
it's
and I'm
so
like, wow, this is
fucking
so...
cool. but
I was
it
gonna
just
talk about that. That
worse
shit is so
Destiny.
cringy.
And then, yeah, like,
An-
anytime
Anthem
that I
could've
actually
been
want to
so
see a game, I
good.
go find somebody streaming it on Twitch or something.
Yeah. Unless you're very confident in the developer, it's best to wait.
I mean, it shows what they think of us. You know, they think we're all a bunch of drooling morons staring at screens.
Unfortunately, they're right a lot of the time.
Yeah, but
I
they
was about to
should
say
know
that for the most part, they're kind of right.
They can at least pretend we have 2 brain cells to rub together.
For what it's worth, you know, at least like when they finally showed off Metroid Prime 4 recently, they actually started with like gameplay, like uncut gameplay. That was the first thing we saw after like years of silence. At least Nintendo's good about showing gameplay for the most part.
Yeah, I'm not serious enough or give a shit enough to say anything big like boycott. I just find myself avoiding everything Nintendo for like the last decade.
Oh yeah, I'm still debating if I even want to get the Switch 2. Because $80 Mario Kart just ain't it.
Yeah, my kid, she likes
$80
Nintendo.
everything.
So, you know, if there's something she wants for her Switch, I'll get it. Like, I'm not that much of a hard ass, but me, myself, I just haven't enjoyed anything of theirs in forever.
I've been playing the most of my life, so I guess you'd call me a shill.
Yeah, I still enjoy Zelda. I still enjoy Metroid.
See, Zelda and Metroid is going to be where, like, I'm going to be like, ooh, do I want to Switch 2 now? Those are going to be the main ones.
My fondest memories of Nintendo was everything on the 64.
Yeah,
64 is goated.
remember sitting with my friends in front of a big red CRT TV, playing GoldenEye, listening to Backstreet
GoldenEye.
Boys.
Oh
Pokemon
yeah,
Stadium.
hell yeah.
Although I
What?
love N64.
You would turn on music and ruin their fucking badass soundtrack?
Yep, we were
Traitor.
12.
Shit, I'll still hum the fucking GoldenEye theme song.
I think they announced a remake of that, right?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I haven't really been paying attention.
Yeah, but watch,
My-
they'll remake it and it won't have couch co-op.
That would be a sin. If they did that, wow, that'd be really bad.
Remember guys, the people at Microsoft 343 could not figure it out, but some random dudes who were messing around with glitches did. But 343 couldn't do it. The ones making the fucking game.
Are you talking about Halo 5 that did not have co-op?
Infinite, because after Halo 5 they promised split screen co-op, and then they just didn't do it for
Oh,
Infinite.
look, there's an A rank over there.
And some people figured it out by glitching it, not even like modding, just through glitches. They figured it out, and then they like made a mod that used the glitch to like optimize it better.
So
Yeah. Halo depresses me.
I mean, again, I'll say it again. The people in the
Corporate.
industry are not gamers. They're
Depresses
business
me.
people.
No.
Well, the developers might be gamers, but the big
Developers.
decision makers are not.
Yeah.
Well,
The
you know, but
investors
the
and stuff.
developers are powerless. They're just fucking yes men if they just have to do everything that the fucking investors
Do
and
their
the-
job and get laid off as soon as
Yeah.
they can make
That's
record
why
profits.
indie games are peaked right now.
They need to do what the music industry did and like get rid of the stranglehold that producers have on it.
Hmm.
We need something like, you know, Spotify or something like that for games.
Have you seen some of
It's called
the
Xbox Game Pass.
some of the stuff made with Google's new video AI?
Yeah, they like try to make like Quake or something in it.
No, they're just making like little ultra realistic looking video clips.
Oh, that, yeah. Part of the thing with gaming too is like, why are they making these budgets so expensive? Like, you know what Randy Pitchford said about Borderlands 4? It's 3 times, like the budget of that is 3 times more than Borderlands 3. Like they are making it hard to make that money back, especially when Randy
One of the
says
reasons
stupid
why
shit.
they won't take risks is because it's so fucking expensive, just like movies.
But no one's
Yeah.
asking them to dump all this money
gonna
into
take
it.
that
It's
Yeah,
that
but then
fucking
the
executive
game-
mindset of throw more money at it, it'll make more money.
One guy makes fucking oh, my mind went blank. What was that, Foreman? Yeah, one
Schedule
guy
one.
makes Stardew Valley
Yeah.
and becomes a
That too.
fucking multi-hundred millionaire.
Yeah,
So
Xbox 33
Schedule
small
One,
team
that just-
did amazing work.
Schedule 1, a game that came out of nowhere. You know, Stardew had a big build-up, but both of them just came out of nowhere and exploded.
Yeah, all that
One
tells
guy.
me is these AAA games are taking hundreds of millions of dollars and wasting it.
Yeah, a lot of it is on like administrative supportive shit, not on the actual development.
Yeah, supervisors that
And
no one
marketing,
needs.
and a lot
yeah.
of marketing.
Oh yeah, vintage cars. You know, Bungie.
When gamers are one of those groups of people that kind of market themselves. Like if a game's good, you fucking tell people.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Like I've never seen a Stardew Valley
Yeah,
commercial. I've never seen a
Get
Stardew Valley ad.
streamed.
That's what's nice about the current era, like streaming. Just you see all these games that just blow up just because some streamer covered it and it just spread
People
around.
make memes of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit, it was nice to see all the Oblivion remastered memes for a bit,
Yeah.
and that came out of nowhere.
They make other content of it too, depending on their characters.
Well, yeah, that was a shadow drop, wasn't it? Pretty much.
Yep, they there was like one like announcement saying, "Hey, tomorrow we're announcing something," and then they showed the
Heard it.
presentation and they're like, "You can play it right now."
I like when they do stuff like that.
And if only they can do that with Fallout New Vegas, which is a big ask because you know they're going to do Fallout 3 before they do New Vegas.
Yeah. I would like to see Vegas remade in
Me too.
the new stuff too, though, because
Especially with all the
Whisker.
DLC.
Die!
Yeah, that was my favorite one. And I don't think like mechanically it would have any issues today. Like it just a facelift, it'd be great.
You know what game I'm really looking forward to? It's called The Wayward Realms. It's being made by 2 of the directors behind the first 2 Elder Scrolls games.
Oh, that's cool.
So where like the idea is like rather than like a more handcrafted world, it's like the big, kind of like No Man's Sky, where it's a big procedurally generated world with a bunch of activities. Something kind of like that. So I've been playing a lot of Daggerfall recently, so a game like that is pretty exciting.
It can be very hit or miss.
It's one of those games where you have to make your own fun, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I compared it to No Man's Sky, because it's kind of like that. But I'm pretty excited
Come
for
on.
that.
Come
Those
on.
really old school
Open up.
open world CRPGs.
I mean, it's definitely not on the scale of that, but for an old game that kind of ages a little well, they have all 3 Mafias for like $11
Oh,
on
nice.
sale right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm still and it's the definitive version, so it's like
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, it's like the three remakes of the Mafia games.
And that'll do it for me tonight,
Right.
folks.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Leaf.
Yeah, thanks for having
Goodbye.
me.
Boots. Show us the boots.
Oh yeah, I'll take a picture and send it to you. They look really great. Alright, have a good night, everyone.
Goodbye, Leaf.